It's that time of year, ladies and gentlemen. Alongside all the tentpole movies trying to pry hard-earned money from people young and old on their holiday breaks are the films grabbing for the other, more elusive gold: awards statues, prestige films, art films, and imposters. Nocturnal Animals doesn't have its sights set on box office fame. It wants accolades. It wants statues. Actually, judging from the finished product, I'm not sure what it wants. Written and directed by Tom Ford, and based on the book Tony and Susan by Austin Wright, Nocturnal Animals is an odd little movie. Ford, a fashion designer turned filmmaker whose excellent Colin Firth film A Single Man set the bar pretty high, goes on a different direction here. Nocturnal Animals is a lot more akin to his fashion career than his first film. It's all veneer and style, but beneath the surface it has a bit of an identity crisis. Nocturnal Animals tells the story of two divorced people, played by Amy Adams and Jake Gyllenhaal. She's a sophisticate living in a gilded West Coast palace with her trophy husband, played by Armie Hammer, who desperately needs a good role before his star washes up. She unleashes garish and aggressive art exhibits and lives the lifestyle, but inside she's broken and empty. Gyllenhaal is a writer whose ambition was exciting in his youth, but when it didn't pay the bills, it cost him the love of his life. In the time since, he's written the titular book and sent it to his ex for her take on it. The film veers between the dreary and despair-soaked reality and the pulpy crime story written by the now confident author, a concept we've seen before, but one that could lend itself to fantastic possibilities. The story within the story involves a gritty road encounter and a horrific crime. A man, also played by Gyllenhaal, lost and alone without his loved ones, tries to find the men who did his family wrong. Aaron Taylor Johnson delivers a crazy over-the-top performance as the head bad guy, while the always perfect Michael Shannon almost saves the entire film with his oddly driven lawman. Gyllenhaal gives it his all, and the scenes between he and Shannon are by far the high points in the movie. Unfortunately, Amy Adams seems a bit marginalized, and while her screen time is considerable, she doesn't have a ton to do. It almost feels like a David Lynch movie as directed by someone without Lynch's chops and his acute eye for how to twist things appropriately left of center. Ford doesn't invest the film in enough style, aside from a gratuitous opening credits scene of fully naked, obese, and elderly women. As a result, Nocturnal Animals feels like an imposter. The amazing Laura Linney is only given one scene. Michael Sheen gets one scene. Jenna Malone gets one scene. A movie like this works best when there's balance and when the margins are filled with delectable roles that maintain interest and build the whole. Aside from Shannon and Johnson, the margins are too thinly drawn to register. Tom Ford is a talent, and it'll be interesting to see where he goes from here. The overall result of this work here is a missed opportunity that, in the hands of Lynch, could have been a seminal tone poem, but it just isn't. Michael Shannon and Jake Gyllenhaal are fantastic, though. If you're starved for some actual acting, you may get your money's worth.